You're a single mother. I have a child too. You could be a mom to both kids, and we could build a life together. Travel the world, chase summers, create something real. It's been 7 months since you started working here, Anna. And I see your struggles. When Kong Min finally spoke those words to me 3 weeks ago, I nearly dropped the tray I was holding. Not because I didn't want to hear them, but because I'd been falling for him in silence for months, convincing myself a man like him would never notice a woman like me. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Let me take you back to where this really started. His voice is quiet, steady, like he's been holding these words for months and finally decided to let them go. I stand there frozen, tray in hand, barely breathing. Kong Min sits in his usual corner booth, the one he claims every Wednesday and Friday night without fail. His dark eyes are locked on mine, no hesitation, no games. Just raw honesty that feels like it's stripping me bare. My voice cracks. I clear my throat. I don't understand. Yes, you do. And God help me, he's right. I do understand. Because I've been watching him too. I wish he'd concluded those words with a kiss. A deep, consuming kiss that would have made this moment feel less terrifying and more like fate. Because the truth is, I've been falling for him too. But I can't say that. Not here. Not now. Not when my world is hanging by a thread and his offer sounds too good to be real. So instead, I do what I always do. I deflect. Let me take you back, I say softly, to how I got here. His eyebrow lifts slightly, but he doesn't interrupt. Just settles back in his seat, hands folded on the table, giving me space to speak. So I do. My name is Anna. I'm a struggling single mother who moved to Los Angeles 5 years and 4 months ago after leaving Cape Town, South Africa. And it's been 7 months since I started working at the Eclipse. This upscale lounge in downtown LA, where the drinks cost more than the city's minimum wage. Every day, I work silently after long nights. Sticky floors, shadowed corners, the pulse of bass-heavy music fading into memory as I wipe down tables at 1:47 a.m. I carry the weight of unpaid rent, bone-deep exhaustion, and the quiet, constant fear of losing stability for my 4-year-old son, Nicholas. I've learned how to disappear behind trays and dim lighting. How to become invisible when the music dies down and the real players emerge. The ones who come here not to drink, but to do business in the shadows. I don't ask questions. I don't make eye contact longer than necessary. I do my job, collect my tips, and go home to my baby. But somehow Kong Min noticed me anyway. My patience. My composure. The way I keep going even when I'm clearly running on empty. He started coming in about 3 months after I started working here. Twice a week, like clockwork, Wednesdays and Fridays. Always at 10 p.m. Always alone, though I know he's not really alone. His security detail sits at the bar. His driver waits outside. The staff treats him with the kind of deference reserved for people who own things. Important things. Dangerous things. He's always composed. Always watching. And yes, he steals glances. Don't ask me how I know. I just do. I feel them, lingering just a second too long, catching me when I look up from pouring drinks or clearing tables. And if I'm being honest, I notice him too. I try not to. God knows I try. But it's impossible. The quiet confidence. The way he carries himself like he owns the room without ever demanding attention. The sharp lines of his jaw. The way his dark eyes track movement like a predator who never misses a detail. He's dangerously, distractingly hot. And I have no business noticing. It started small. The first few weeks, he just existed in my periphery. Another customer. Another face in the crowd. But then I started to notice patterns. He always ordered the same thing. A single glass of whiskey neat. Top shelf. Never finished it. He never looked at his phone. Never seemed distracted. Just present. Observing. And when I'd pass his table, I'd feel it. That weight of attention. Like he was reading me. Studying me. It should have creeped me out. It didn't. One night, about 2 months ago, I was carrying a tray stacked too high. 6 glasses, 2 bottles, a mess waiting to happen. My arms were shaking. My feet hurt. I'd been on shift for 9 hours and still had 3 more to go. I didn't see the chair someone had left pulled out. I tripped. The tray lurched. And before I could hit the ground, strong hands caught me. Not the tray. Me. I looked up, and there he was. Kong Min close enough that I could smell his cologne. Something expensive and woodsy that made my head spin. Careful, he said quietly. His hands were firm on my waist, steadying me. His eyes searched mine, and for a second, I forgot how to breathe. "Thank you," I managed. He held on for a beat longer than necessary, then stepped back, hands dropping. "You worked too hard," he said. It wasn't a question. I didn't know how to respond, so I just nodded and hurried away. But I felt his eyes on me the rest of the night. You feel that, right? That shift. That moment when everything changes, even though nothing has actually happened yet? If you're feeling this tension building in your chest, hit subscribe. Let me know you're here. Drop a comment. Tell me what you're doing while you listen to this. Are you driving? Working out? Folding laundry at midnight? What time is it in your part of the world? Because I need to know I'm not alone in this feeling. This dangerous, terrifying, exhilarating feeling. After that, things shifted. He started speaking to me. Small things at first. "How's your evening, Anna? You look tired. Long shift. Is your son feeling better? How did he know Nicholas had been sick?" Each question was quiet, deliberate, like he was collecting pieces of me. And I was too tired, too worn down, too starved for kindness to push him away. One night, as I placed his drink down, his fingers brushed mine. Barely there, almost accidental. He looked up at me then. Really looked. His gaze steady and unreadable. "Are you always this tired?" he asked quietly. "Or is tonight just a hard one?" "It's nothing. It should have been nothing." But the way he said it, soft, deliberate, like he actually cared, felt like a line crossed. I pulled my hand back. "I'm fine." "You're not." "I am. Anna. I have to get back to work, Mr. Kong." I walked away before he could say anything else. But I felt the shift. Something had changed. And I wasn't the only one who noticed. The whispers started the next week. "Who does she think she is? He's way out of her league. She's probably trying to sleep her way out of this job." I heard them. In the break room. In the hallway. Whispered behind hands and knowing looks. I kept my head down. Did my job. Ignored them. But then Richard started watching me. Richard Crane. Head of security. 6'3", built like he could break you in half without effort, and mean enough to enjoy it. He caught me alone one night, just as I was leaving through the back exit. "Anna." I froze. Turned around slowly. He stood in the doorway, arms crossed, blocking my path. "Yes, we need to talk. I'm off the clock. This won't take long." He stepped closer, and I instinctively stepped back. "You've been getting awful friendly with Mr. Kong." My heart kicked up. "I'm just doing my job. Your job is to serve drinks, not cozy up to clients." "I'm not. Listen to me very carefully." His voice dropped, cold and sharp. "Men like Kong Min, they don't date girls like you. They use them. And when they're done, they throw them away. So whatever little fantasy you've got going on in your head, kill it. Now." My hands clenched into fists. "I haven't done anything wrong. You exist in his line of sight. That's enough." He leaned in, and I smelled cigarettes on his breath. "Stay away from him, Anna. For your own good." He walked away, leaving me standing there, shaking with anger and fear. I hadn't done anything wrong, but suddenly I was being watched, judged, warned, as if my existence alone was a crime. The next time Kong Min came in, I avoided his table. Sent another waitress to take his order. Stayed behind the bar, pretending to be busy. But I felt his eyes on me the entire night. And when I finally worked up the courage to glance his way, he was staring directly at me. Not looking away. Not pretending. Just watching. Something in his expression made my stomach flip. He knew. Knew something had changed. Knew someone had warned me off. And he didn't look away. 2 days later, Friday night, he came in again. This time, I couldn't avoid him. We were understaffed, and I was assigned to his section. I approached his table with my heart pounding. "Evening, Mr. Kong." The usual. "Sit down, Anna." I blinked. "I'm working." "Sit, please." There was something in his voice. Not a command. A request. I glanced around. Richard was watching from across the room, jaw tight. "I can't." Just for a moment. Against my better judgment, I slid into the booth across from him. He leaned forward, elbows on the table, eyes locked on mine. "Who warned you off?" My breath caught. "What?" "Someone told you to stay away from me." "Who?" "It doesn't matter." "It does to me. Mr. Kong." "Min, call me Min." "Min," I corrected, voice shaking. "I appreciate your interest. But Richard's right. I'm just a waitress." "You're." I gestured vaguely. "You. This doesn't make sense." Why not? Because I laughed, but it came out bitter. Because you're powerful and dangerous and way out of my league. Because I have a son to protect. Because getting involved with someone like you could destroy the life I've barely managed to build. He was quiet for a long moment. Then he said, I have a daughter. She's 6. Her name is Hannah. I froze. Her mother died 3 years ago. Cancer. Fast and brutal. I've been raising her alone ever since. His voice was steady, but I saw the pain flicker in his eyes. So I understand what it means to carry the weight of a child's entire world on your shoulders. I understand exhaustion. Fear. The constant worry that you're not enough. Tears burned behind my eyes. I've been watching you for 7 months, Anna. Not because I want to use you. Because I see you. Your strength. Your grace. The way you keep going even when you're breaking. He reached across the table, hand open, palm up. And I can't stay silent anymore. I stared at his hand. At the offer it represented. At the danger. The hope. The terrifying possibility. I don't need you to save me, I whispered. I know. That's why I want to. And that's when he said it. You're a single mother. I have a child too. You can be a mom to both kids, and we can travel the world together, chasing summers, building a life. It's been 7 months since you started working here, Anna, and I see your struggles. My heart was pounding so hard I thought it might break through my ribs. Why me? I asked, voice breaking. Because when I look at you, I see home. And in that moment, surrounded by dim lights and dangerous men and the wreckage of my carefully constructed walls, I believed him. I don't take his hand. Not yet. Because even though every fiber of my being wants to reach across that table and hold on to the lifeline he's offering, I can't. I have Nicholas to think about. A life that's fragile but mine. And getting involved with a man like Kong Min, no matter how much he makes my heart race, comes with consequences I'm not sure I'm ready to face. I need time, I whisper. His expression doesn't change. He just nods once slowly like he expected this. Take all the time you need, he says. I'm not going anywhere. He withdraws his hand, and I feel the loss of it immediately. I stand up, smooth my apron, and walk away on shaking legs. When I glance back, he's watching me. He's always watching me. The next 2 weeks are torture. Min still comes in on Wednesdays and Fridays. Still sits in his corner booth. Still orders whiskey he never finishes. But something's different now. The air between us is charged. Electric. Every time I pass his table, I feel it. That pull, that gravitational force that makes it hard to breathe. He doesn't push. Doesn't ask me to sit again. Doesn't say anything beyond polite greetings. But his eyes say everything. I'm waiting. I'm here. Whenever you're ready. And it's killing me. Because I want to be ready. God, I want to be ready. But fear is a powerful thing. Then everything changes on a Tuesday night. Min doesn't come in on Tuesdays. Never has. So when I arrive for my shift and see him at the bar, talking quietly with Richard, every alarm bell in my body goes off. Something's wrong. I try to stay focused on my tables, but I keep glancing over. Richard's face is tight, angry. Min's expression is unreadable, but there's steel in his posture. Whatever they're discussing, it's not friendly. Anna. I turn to find Marcus, one of the bartenders, looking at me with concern. You okay? You look pale. I'm fine. Just tired. You're always tired. He hands me a glass of water. Drink. You look like you're about to pass out. I take the water gratefully and down half of it. That's when I hear it. Raised voices near the back office. Richard. And someone else. A voice I don't recognize but instinctively don't trust. Told you to handle it. She's just a waitress. She doesn't know anything. Liability. My blood runs cold. They're talking about me. I set down the water and move toward the hallway, staying in the shadows. She's seen too much, the unfamiliar voice says. We can't risk. She doesn't know anything, Richard snaps. She minds her business. She's not a problem. She became a problem the second Kong Min took an interest in her. Silence. Then, what are you suggesting? I'm suggesting we make sure she understands the cost of getting involved with people above her station. My hands start shaking. You want me to scare her off? I want you to remind her what happens to people who don't know their place. I back away slowly, heart hammering. I need to leave. Now. I grab my bag from the break room, don't bother clocking out, and head for the back exit. But Richard's already there, blocking my path. Going somewhere, Anna? I freeze. My shift just ended. No, it didn't. He steps closer. We need to talk. I have to get home. Nicholas. Your kid can wait 5 minutes. He grabs my arm. Not hard enough to bruise, but firm enough to make his point. Let go of me. When we're done talking. Let go. Or what? He leans in, and I smell alcohol on his breath. You gonna run to your boyfriend? Think he'll save you. He's not. Save your breath. I know what you are. A gold digger looking for a come-up. And I'm here to tell you. Take your hand off her. The voice cuts through the air like a blade. Richard's grip loosens. Min stands at the end of the hallway, and I've never seen him like this. Gone is the composed, quiet man who sits in corner booths and watches in silence. This man is dangerous. Mr. Kong, Richard says, forcing a smile. Just having a chat with. I said take your hand off her. It's not loud. It's not a shout. But the command in it makes Richard drop my arm immediately. Now step back. Richard does. Min moves forward, placing himself between us. And I realize for the first time how tall he is. How broad his shoulders are. How absolutely still he can be while radiating violence. If you touch her again, Min says quietly, I'll break every bone in your hand. Do you understand me? Richard's jaw clenches. She's an employee. I was just. You were threatening her. I heard every word. Silence. Richard's face goes pale. You're done here, Min says. Pack your things. You have 10 minutes. You can't fire me. I own this bar, Richard. I can do whatever I want. My breath catches. He owns the eclipse. Richard's face twists with rage, but he's smart enough not to push. He shoves past us and disappears down the hallway. Min turns to me. His expression softens immediately. Are you hurt? I shake my head, but I'm trembling. Anna, you own this place? He hesitates, then nods. Why didn't you tell me? Because I didn't want you to treat me differently. I laugh, but it comes out shaky. You're a billionaire who owns half of LA, and you didn't want me to treat you differently? I didn't want you to be afraid of me. I'm not afraid of you. You should be. His voice drops. I'm not a good man, Anna. I've done things, terrible things, to get where I am. I'm dangerous. Ruthless. The kind of man your mother would warn you about. Then why are you here? Because when I'm with you, I remember what it feels like to be human. The confession hangs between us. Come with me, he says softly. Where? Somewhere safe. Somewhere we can talk without interruption. I should say no. Should go home to Nicholas. Should run as far away from this man and his dangerous world as possible. But I don't. Okay, I whisper. His car is waiting outside. A black SUV with tinted windows and a driver who doesn't ask questions. We slide into the back seat, and the door closes behind us with a soft click. The privacy screen goes up, and suddenly we're alone. Min doesn't touch me. Just sits there, hands folded in his lap, giving me space. Where are we going? I ask. My place. It's safe. Secure. And we need to talk. About why I bought this bar 3 months ago. My eyes widen. 3 months. The same week you started noticing me. Oh, I bought it because I realized you worked there. And I wanted to make sure you were protected. Protected from what? From men like Richard. From people who would try to use you to get to me. He turns to look at me fully. From my world. Your world, I repeat. You mean the Mafia? He doesn't flinch. Doesn't deny it. Yes. And you want me, a single mother with a 4-year-old son, to enter that world? No. I want to give you the choice. A real choice. Not one made out of desperation or fear. He leans forward slightly. I can give you stability, Anna. A home. Safety. A life where you don't have to work yourself to exhaustion just to survive. In exchange for what? Nothing. I'm not asking you to be my mistress or my trophy. I'm asking you to be my partner. To let me take care of you and Nicholas the way you deserve. His voice softens. And to let me introduce you to Hannah. My heart clenches. Your daughter. Yes. She's been asking about you. How does she even know about me? Because I talk about you. More than I should probably. A small smile tugs at his lips. She wants to meet the woman who makes her father smile. Tears prick my eyes. This is insane. I know. We barely know each other. Then let's change that. The car pulls to a stop. I look out the window and see a high-rise building, all glass and steel, reaching toward the sky. This is your place? The penthouse. Top floor. Of course it is. He opens the door and offers his hand. This time I take it. The elevator ride is silent. His hand stays in mine, warm and steady, grounding me. When the doors open directly into his penthouse, I step out and forget how to breathe. Floor-to-ceiling windows overlook all of Los Angeles. The city sprawls out below us, glittering and alive. The space is massive, open concept, modern, expensive but somehow warm. There are toys scattered in one corner. A child's drawing on the fridge. Signs of life. Signs of Hannah. She's at her grandmother's tonight, Min says, watching me take it all in. I wanted us to have time to talk first. I nod, still processing. Can I get you something? Water. Wine. Water's fine. He moves to the kitchen, and I walk to the windows, pressing my hand against the cool glass. I can see everything from up here. The bar where I work. The neighborhood where I live. My entire small, struggling life spread out below like a map. And I realize how high up Min's world really is. How far I'd have to climb to reach it. Here. I turn to find him holding out a glass of water. I take it, our fingers brushing again, and this time neither of us pulls away. I know this is a lot, he says quietly, and I know you're scared. But Anna, I need you to understand something. What? I'm not asking you to change. I'm not asking you to become someone you're not. I'm asking you to let me love you exactly as you are. The word hangs between us. Love. You don't love me, I whisper. You don't even know me. I know you're strong, resilient, that you'd walk through fire for your son, that you're kind even when you're exhausted, that you've been hurt before but you still choose to hope. He steps closer. I know you take your coffee black because you can't afford cream. I know you hum when you're nervous. I know you tie your hair up when you're stressed and let it down when you finally feel safe. My breath catches. I've been watching you for 7 months, Anna. Learning you. Wanting you. His hand comes up, cupping my face gently. So yes, I love you. And I know it's fast and crazy and completely illogical. But I do. A tear slips down my cheek. He catches it with his thumb. You don't have to say it back. You don't have to decide anything tonight. He leans his forehead against mine. Just let me show you what life could be like. What we could be like. Together. I close my eyes. Feel his breath on my skin. Feel the warmth of him. The safety. The promise. And for the first time in 5 years, I let myself want something just for me. Okay, I breathe. Okay, show me. His hand slides to the back of my neck, and he pulls me closer. Are you sure? I look up at him, at this dangerous, powerful, impossible man who somehow sees me. I'm sure. And then he kisses me. Soft at first. Testing. Asking permission with every movement. But when I kiss him back, when I fist my hands in his shirt and pull him closer, something breaks loose. The kiss deepens, becomes desperate. 7 months of stolen glances and unspoken want pouring out between us. His hands slide to my waist, pulling me flush against him, and I gasp into his mouth. Anna, he breathes against my lips. Don't stop. If we do this, I know what it means. There's no going back. I don't want to go back. He groans and lifts me, my legs wrapping around his waist instinctively. He carries me through the penthouse, and I barely register the hallway, the bedroom door, the massive bed. All I know is him, his hands, his mouth, the way he looks at me like I'm something precious. He lays me down gently, hovering over me. Tell me you want this, he says, voice rough. I want this. Tell me you want me. I want you, Min God. I want you so badly I can't breathe. Something fierce flashes in his eyes. And then he shows me exactly what it means to be loved by Kong Min. He kisses me like he's been starving for it. Deep, consuming kisses that make my head spin and my body arch against him. His hands slide under my shirt, warm against my skin, and I gasp. You're so soft, he murmurs against my neck. So perfect. Min, I've dreamed about this. About you. About making you mine. He strips my clothes slowly, reverently, like he's unwrapping something sacred. And when I'm finally bare beneath him, he just looks. Beautiful, he breathes. You're so beautiful, Anna. No one's looked at me like this in years. Like I'm something worth cherishing. I reach for him, pulling at his shirt, kneading him closer. He helps me, shrugging out of his clothes. And then it's skin on skin and I forget how to think. Tell me what you need, he says. You. Just you. He kisses me again, one hand sliding between my thighs. And when he touches me, really touches me, I cry out. You're already wet for me, he says, wonder in his voice. I've wanted you for so long. Not as long as I've wanted you. His fingers move in slow circles, building pressure, building heat, and I'm gasping, trembling, holding onto his shoulders like he's the only solid thing in the world. Min, I'm going to. Let go, baby. Let me see you fall apart. And I do. I shatter in his arms, crying out his name, my whole body shaking. He holds me through it, murmuring soft words in Korean that I don't understand but feel in my bones. When I finally come down, he's looking at me with such raw hunger that my breath catches all over again. I need you, he says. Then take me. He positions himself, and when he finally pushes inside, we both groan. God, Anna. Don't stop. Please don't stop. He doesn't. He moves slowly at first, letting me adjust, but when I wrap my legs around him and pull him deeper, his control breaks. And then it's just us. Moving together. Breathing together. Becoming something new together. I lose track of time. Of everything except the feeling of him inside me. The sound of his voice in my ear. The way he says my name like a prayer. When I come again, he follows right after, and we collapse together, tangled and breathless and complete. Later, after we've caught our breath, he carries me to the balcony. I'm wrapped in his shirt, nothing else, and he's in just his pants, and we stand there overlooking the city. Look, he says, arms wrapped around me from behind. This is our city now. Our life. I lean back against his chest, feeling safe for the first time in years. I'm scared, I admit. I know. What if this doesn't work? What if I can't fit into your world? Then we'll build a new one. One that fits both of us. He turns me around, and before I can respond, he kisses me again. There's champagne on the balcony table. He pops it open, takes a sip, then kisses me with it still in his mouth. I take the champagne from him, the taste sweet and cold, and when I kiss him back, I feel him smile. Again, I breathe. Always. This time is different. Slower. Deeper. He bends me over the balcony railing, the entire city spread out below us. And when he pushes inside me again, I'm gasping, holding onto the railing, feeling everything. Look, he says, voice rough in my ear. Look at LA while I make you mine. And I do. I see the lights, the life, the possibility. And I scream his name into the night sky, not caring who hears. Because for the first time in my life, I'm not just surviving. I'm living. End of Part 2, 2,931 words. Part 3 next. This will include morning after, meeting the kids, building their future together. Part 3. The morning after and building forever. I wake up to sunlight streaming through floor-to-ceiling windows and the feeling of Min's arm heavy across my waist. For a moment, I don't move. Don't even breathe. I just lie there, feeling the pleasant ache in my body. Between my thighs. In my hips. My chests. Evidence of last night everywhere. My body remembers every moment. The balcony. The bed. The shower at 3 a.m. when he woke me up with kisses, and we couldn't keep our hands off each other. I'm sore in the best way possible. Min's hand slides up my stomach, pulling me closer against his chest. You're awake, he murmurs, voice rough with sleep. So are you. Hard not to be when you're in my bed. I can feel exactly what he means pressing against my backside. Min. I know. You're sore. His hand gentles, moving to my hip instead. I'll behave. Will you? Probably not. I smile despite myself. We lie there in comfortable silence, and I realize this is what I missed most in the years since Nicholas's father left. Not just the physical intimacy, but this, the quiet mornings, the gentle touches, the feeling of being held. What time is it? I ask eventually. 8:30. Damn. Nicholas. Is fine. I had my assistant contact your neighbor last night. Mrs. Chun, right? She said Nicholas could stay with her son today. They're having a play date. I turn in his arms to look at him. You did that. You needed rest. And I wasn't ready to let you go yet. My throat tightens. You barely know Mrs. Chun. I know she watches Nicholas sometimes when you work double shifts. I know she charges you less than she should because she knows you're struggling. I know her son Kevin is Nicholas's best friend. He brushes hair from my face. I told you, Anna. I've been paying attention. Tears prick my eyes. Hey. He wipes one away with his thumb. What's wrong? Nothing. Everything. I don't know. I laugh shakily. Last night was intense. That's one word for it. His hand slides down my side, tracing my curves. Regrets? No. God, no. I I press my face against his chest. I can still feel you. Everywhere. He makes a low sound. Good. Min. I marked you last night, Anna. Claimed every inch of you. And I'm not sorry about it. Heat floods my face. My body. Because he's right. I can feel the evidence. The slight bruises on my hips where he gripped me. The tender spots on my neck where he kissed and sucked. The pleasant ache between my legs from taking him over and over. I've never. I start then stop. Never what? Been with someone like you. Someone who. I struggle for words. Someone who made me feel like I was the only thing that mattered. His expression softens. You are the only thing that matters. He kisses me then. Slow and deep and thorough. And despite the soreness, despite everything, I feel my body respond. I can feel you getting wet, he murmurs against my lips. Min, tell me to stop and I will. But I don't want him to stop. I want more of last night. More of this feeling. More of him. Don't stop, I breathe. His hand slides between my thighs, and when his fingers find me, we both groan. So wet already, he says. Even after everything we did last night. I can't help it. You. I gasp as he circles my belly button. You do this to me. Good. Because I plan to keep doing it. He rolls me onto my back, settling between my thighs, and I feel him hard and ready against me. I'll be gentle, he promises. I don't want gentle. His eyes darken. Anna, I want you. All of you. The way you took me last night. Something fierce flashes across his face. You're going to kill me, he breathes. Then he pushes inside. I cry out. He's so thick and I'm so tender, but God, it feels good. Too much, he asks, pausing. No. More. Give me more. He does. Slow, deep thrusts that make me arch off the bed. Look at me, he commands. I open my eyes. Meet his gaze. I want to see your face when you part from me. His hand finds my belly button again, circling in time with his thrusts. And I'm already so close, so sensitive from last night that it doesn't take long. Min, I'm going to. And I do. The orgasm crashes through me, and I'm crying out his name, nails digging into his back, my whole body clenching around him. He groans, his rhythm faltering. And then he's there too, spilling inside me with a rough sound that I feel in my bones. We collapse together, both of us gasping. We can't keep doing this, I say breathlessly. Why not? Because I'm going to be too sore to walk. He laughs and rolls us, so I'm draped across his chest. Then I'll carry you everywhere. Min, I'm serious. You think I'm letting you out of this bed anytime soon? I prop myself up to look at him. We have to talk about reality eventually. I know. He sobers. But can we have a few more hours of this first? I soften. Okay. A few more hours. We spend the morning tangled together. Talking. Touching. Learning each other. He tells me about Hannah. How she loves dance class and hates vegetables. How she asks about her mother sometimes, and he doesn't know what to say. I tell him about Nicholas. How smart he is. How he asks why they don't have a dad like the other kids. How I work myself to exhaustion to give him the life he deserves. You won't have to do that anymore, Min says quietly. Min, I mean it. Let me take care of you both. Let me give Nicholas everything you've been trying to give him alone. It's too much. It's not enough. He cups my face. I want you to move in here. You and Nicholas. I want to wake up like this every morning. I want Hannah to have a mother figure. I want Nicholas to have a father. My throat tightens. That's a huge step. I know. And I'm not saying it has to happen today. But Anna, I'm not playing games. I want a life with you. A real one. What about your world? The danger. I'll protect you. Both of you. With everything I have. And if something happens to you, his jaw tightens. Then you'll be taken care of. I'm having my lawyers draw up papers. You and Nicholas will be provided for no matter what. I don't want your money. It's not about the money. It's about security. Safety. Knowing that even if the worst happens, you'll never have to struggle again. Tears slip down my cheeks. I don't deserve this, I whisper. You deserve everything. He kisses me again, and this time it's not about passion. It's about promise. About building something real. Around noon, Min finally lets me out of bed. Come on, he says. I want to show you something. He leads me to another room in the penthouse. Opens the door. And I stop breathing. It's a bedroom. Painted soft yellow with white furniture. There are toys in the corner. Books on the shelves. A small desk by the window. This is Hannah's room, he he says quietly. But there's another one just like it down the hall. For Nicholas. If you say yes. I walk into the room, running my hand over the bookshelf. You did this already? I had hope. I turned to look at him. This powerful, dangerous man standing in a little girl's bedroom looking at me like I'm his entire world. Min, meet her. Meet Hannah. Let her meet you and Nicholas. And if it feels right, if we all fit together the way I think we will, then say yes. And if it doesn't, then we'll figure it out. Together. I take a shaky breath. Okay. Let's meet the kids. His smile is blinding. That afternoon, Min arranges everything. We pick up Nicholas from Mrs. Chen's. He's shy at first, hiding behind my legs when he sees Min. But Min crouches down to his level. Hi, Nicholas. I'm Min. I'm a friend of your mom's. Nicholas peeks out. You're tall. Min smiles. I am. You know what else I am? What? A dad. To a little girl named Hannah. She's 6 and she really wants to meet you. Nicholas's eyes widen. Really? Do you like the park? I love the park. Good. Because we're going to meet her there. Is that okay? Nicholas looks up at me. I nod. Okay, Nicholas says, still shy but warming up. Min reaches out his hand. Want to ride in my car? It's pretty cool. Nicholas takes his hand, and my heart swells. The park is beautiful. Private. Exclusive. The kind of place I could never afford to bring Nicholas. Hannah is already there with her grandmother, Min's mother, an elegant woman who greets me warmly. So you're Anna, she says in accented English. Min speaks of you constantly. I flush. It's nice to meet you. And this must be Nicholas. She crouches down. Hello, young man. Nicholas waves shyly. Then Hannah appears. She's beautiful. Dark hair and pigtails. Bright eyes. Wearing a pink dress and sneakers. Papa. She runs to Min, and he scoops her up, spinning her around. Hi, princess. There's someone I want you to meet. He sets her down and gestures to me. Hannah, this is Anna. The lady I told you about. Hannah looks at me with curious eyes. You're very pretty. I smile. Thank you. So are you. Papa says you have a son. I do. This is Nicholas. Nicholas waves from behind my legs. Hannah grins. Want to play on the swings? Nicholas looks up at me. I nod. And just like that, they're running off together, and I'm standing there watching them play while Min's arm slides around my waist. See, he murmurs. Perfect fit. And watching Nicholas laugh, really laugh, the way he hasn't in months, I start to believe him. Later, after the park, we have dinner at the penthouse. All of us together. Nicholas and Hannah chattering about their favorite cartoons. Min's mother telling embarrassing stories about Min as a child. Me laughing until my sides hurt. It feels like family. Like home. After dinner, Min's mother takes the kids to Hannah's room to watch a movie. And Min pulls me onto the balcony. The same balcony where he bent me over the railing last night. What are you thinking? He asks. That this is crazy. That I met you 2 weeks ago and now we're playing house. And I don't want it to stop. He turns me to face him. Then don't let it. Min, move in with me. Let me be Nicholas's father. Let me give you the life you deserve. What if I mess this up? What if I'm not good enough for your world? You're already better than my world deserves. He cups my face. Say yes, Anna. I look into his eyes. See the promise there. The hope. The love. And I take the leap. Yes. He kisses me then. Deep and thorough and full of promise. When we pull apart, we're both breathless. I love you, he says. I love you too. And I mean it. Against all logic. Against all odds. I love this dangerous, impossible, perfect man. That night, after Nicholas and Hannah are asleep in their respective rooms, Min leads me to the bedroom. One more time, he murmurs. Before we become a family officially. Just us. And he makes love to me slowly, thoroughly, taking his time to worship every inch of my body. When I come, I'm crying. Not from pain, but from overwhelming emotion. From gratitude. From love. From the knowledge that my life is about to change completely. He holds me through it, murmuring soft words in Korean, and I fall asleep in his arms feeling safer than I ever have. 3 weeks later, I'm living a life I never imagined possible. Nicholas and I moved into the penthouse 2 days after that dinner. Min insisted on handling everything, movers, packers, even buying out the rest of my lease so I wouldn't lose my deposit. You don't have to do all this, I'd protested. I want to, he'd said simply. Let me. So I did. And now I wake up every morning in Min's bed, in his arms, with the entire city of Los Angeles spread out below us. Nicholas has adjusted better than I expected. He loves his new room. Loves having Hannah as a sister. Loves that Min takes him to the park and reads him bedtime stories and calls him Buddy, like he's always been his son. Watching them together does something to my heart. Min is patient with Nicholas in a way his biological father never was. Answers his endless questions. Plays dinosaurs on the floor without complaining. Tucks him in at night with the same tenderness he shows Hannah. You're a natural, I told him last week. I'm trying, he'd said. He deserves a father who shows up. And he does show up. Every single day. But it hasn't all been easy. The whispers started almost immediately. Staff at the Eclipse, where I no longer work, thank God, spreading rumors about how I trapped a billionaire. Society pages running photos of us with captions questioning who I am and where I came from. Min's business associates side-eyeing me at dinners, clearly wondering what he sees in a former waitress from South Africa. Ignore them, Min says whenever I bring it up. They don't matter. They're your colleagues. And you're my family. There's no comparison. Still, I feel the weight of being constantly judged. Constantly found lacking. Until one night, at a charity gala Min insisted we attend, everything changes. The gala is intimidating. Designer gowns. Champagne that costs more than my old monthly rent. People dripping in diamonds and old money. Min bought me a dress for the occasion. Deep emerald green that hugs my curves and makes me feel like someone else. Someone who belongs in this world. But the moment we walk in, I feel the stares. The whispers. That's her. The waitress. I heard she has a child. Trapped him with a kid. He'll get bored of her in 6 months. They always do. My hand tightens on Min's arm. Breathe, he murmurs. You're stunning and they're jealous. They think I don't belong here. You don't. He stops, turning to face me. You're better than all of them combined. Before I can respond, a woman approaches. Mid-50s, dripping in pearls, looking at me like I'm something unpleasant on her shoe. Kong Min. So lovely to see you. Mrs. Patterson. Min's voice is polite but cool. And this must be your companion. The pause before companion is deliberate. Insulting. My fiancé, Min corrects, and my heart stops. Anna, this is Dorothy Patterson. Her husband sits on the board of my sole office. Fiancé. We haven't discussed this. Haven't. Mrs. Patterson's eyebrows shoot up. Fiancé? How sudden? When you know, you know. Min's arm tightens around my waist. Now if you'll excuse us, I promised Anna a dance. He leads me to the dance floor before I can process what just happened. Fiancé. I hiss as we begin to sway. Yes. We're not engaged. We will be. He looks down at me with absolute certainty. I'm not letting you go, Anna. Ever. So we might as well make it official. That's not how proposals work. Then I'll do it properly. But the answer is still going to be yes. You're insane. About you? Absolutely. He spins me, and despite everything, I'm smiling. Because he's right. The answer will be yes. Later that night, after we've come home and checked on the kids, both sleeping soundly in their rooms, Min pulls me onto the balcony. Our balcony. Where this all started. I meant what I said tonight, he says. About. He drops to one knee. My breath catches. Min. I don't have a ring yet. I wanted to pick it out with you. But Anna Moyo, will you marry me? Will you let me spend the rest of my life proving that you're the best thing that ever happened to me? Tears stream down my face. Yes. Yes, of course, yes. He stands, pulling me into his arms, and kisses me like we're the only two people in the world. When we pull apart, we're both breathless. I love you, he says. I love you too. Good. Because I'm about to make love to my fiancé on this balcony, and I want her to remember exactly how much. Heat floods through me. The kids are asleep, and we'll be quiet. We're never quiet. He grins. Then we'll try. He kisses me again, deeper this time, his hands sliding up my thighs under the emerald dress. I've been thinking about this dress all night, he murmurs against my lips. About getting you out of it. Then do it. He doesn't need to be told twice. His hands find the zipper, sliding it down slowly, and the dress pools at my feet. I'm wearing a beige lace underneath, a set he bought me last week. And the way he looks at me makes my knees weak. You're wearing my gift, he says, voice rough. I wanted to surprise you. Consider me very surprised. His hands slide up my sides. And very hard. I can feel it. Can feel him pressed against me, thick and ready. Min, turn around. I do. He bends me over the balcony railing, the same position as our first night, and I grip the metal, heart pounding. The city glitters below us. Millions of lights. Millions of people who have no idea what's happening on this balcony. Look at LA, he says, his hands sliding my underwear down. Our city. Our life. Min, please. Please what? Touch me. Take me. I need you. I hear his zipper. Feel him positioning himself behind me. And then he pushes inside in one smooth thrust. I bite my lip to keep from crying out. So tight, he groans. So perfect. He moves slowly at first, deep strokes that make my eyes roll back. Faster, I beg. Not yet. I want to savor this. Want to feel every inch of you. His hand slides around, finding my belly button, and I'm trembling already. Min, come for me, baby. Come while I'm inside you. His fingers work circles while he thrusts, and I'm so close, so desperate. The orgasm hits me hard. I cry out. Too loud, definitely too loud. But I can't help it. He doesn't stop. Keeps moving, keeps touching, wringing every last tremor from me. That's it, he breathes. That's my girl. When I finally come down, he pulls out. Not done yet, he says. He lifts me, carrying me to the outdoor couch, and lays me down. The second orgasm is sharper. Shorter. It tears through me so fast I actually sob. He kisses his way up my body, and when he pushes inside again, we both groan. I love you, he says, moving in slow, deep strokes. I love you so much. I love you too, oh God. Say it again. I love you, Min. I love you. He kisses me, swallowing my groans, and we move together under the stars. We're definitely not quiet, I finally say. He laughs against my skin. No, we're really not. The kids probably heard. They're 4 and 6. They sleep like rocks. He lifts his head to look at me. But maybe next time we soundproof the bedroom. Next time. Always next time with you. He pulls out gently and helps me sit up. We're both a mess. My hair wild. His shirt unbuttoned. Lace torn somewhere in the chaos. Shower, he suggests. Together. Obviously. The shower starts innocent enough. We wash each other gently. Tender touches. Soft kisses. But then his hands linger on my chests. My hands slide down his stomach. And suddenly we're kissing again. Desperate. Hungry. One more time. He breathes against my lips. I don't care. I need you again. He lifts me against the shower wall, and I wrap my legs around his waist. When he pushes inside, we both groan. The water streams over us as he moves. Slow. Deep. Thorough. You feel so good, I gasp. So do you. So wet. So tight. Like heaven. His words push me closer to the edge. Touch yourself, he commands. I want to watch you make yourself while I'm inside you. My hand slides between us, finding my belly button, and I work it in time with his thrusts. That's it, he growls. Just like that. I'm so sensitive from the balcony that it doesn't take long. Min, I shatter again, and he follows right after, both of us panting under the spray. When we finally turn off the water, I can barely stand. I told you, I say breathlessly. Too sore to walk. He scoops me up with a grin. Then I'll carry you. And he does. All the way to bed. The next morning, I wake up wrapped in Min's arms, every muscle pleasantly aching. Nicholas's laughter echoes from somewhere in the penthouse. Hannah's voice joins in, and I realize this is my life now. This beautiful, chaotic, unexpected life. Min stirs behind me. Morning, fiancé. I smile. Morning, fiancé. How do you feel? Like you kept your promise. Which one? All of them. He kisses my shoulder. Good. Because I'm just getting started. The wedding is small. Intimate. Just family and a few close friends on a beach in South Africa. Cape Town, where I'm from. Nicholas is the ring bearer. Hannah is the flower girl. They take their jobs very seriously. When Min and I exchange vows, I'm crying. Not from sadness. From joy. From disbelief that this is real. I promise to love you, Min says, voice steady. To protect you and Nicholas. To build a life where you never have to struggle again. To show up every single day. I promise to love you, I say through tears. To trust you. To let you in even when it's scary. To be a mother to Hannah. To choose us every day. When we kiss, everyone cheers. And I think about that night 7 months ago, when I was just a tired waitress serving drinks. When Min was just a stranger who watched from the shadows. When I never imagined that love could find me in the darkness.